Hey there, gang. What do you suppose is in this box of comic books? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Not even Q knows. But it is my job to pull these books out and grade them so that they can be sold on eBay. So I invite you to pull up a chair, sit down beside me, and watch over my shoulder as I take a look and see what I've got to work on today. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghala. My name is Duke, and this is an unboxing video, and it's another one of these weird flip-top boxes. These boxes are a little shorter than the usual short box, so hopefully this won't be too long a video. I've got a feeling, and I haven't peeked, I've got no idea what is in here, but I have a feeling, based on the last few of these kind of flip-top boxes, that we're going to be looking at a lot of Bronze Age Marvel. So if that's in your wheelhouse, stick around. I think that's what we're going to see, but I don't know. I could be surprised. I often am. But hey, let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the groovy things. And if you do want to bid on any of these books when they go up on eBay, the seller name is .com Comics. But let's you and me just have some fun looking at and gabbing about these particular books. Oh, I'm going to struggle to get that first stack out of there. And oh, it's being tough. These bags are all stuck together. All right. Well, here we go. Now, I don't think I've got too much glare there, so I think we're good. Here at the kitchen table, I've had a little problem with glare in some recent videos, and it's made some of you very, very unhappy. I'm sorry for that. But hey, come for the comic books, stay for the high value production values. High value values. Yeah, that's right. All right, so here's Thor with the Wrecker, because the God of Thunder is necessarily going to have some problems by just a regular old guy who swings a crowbar. Here's the 170. This is in the 15 cents era, the early 70s. It was about 68, 69. The books went to 15 cents after a good long spell at 12 cents. This is him, and later known as Adam Warlock. And I'm not sure if it's this one or 165 is his first actual full appearance. He appears in Fantastic Four 66 and 67. One is in his cocoon form, and then one is just a cameo at the end. And I believe, again, I'm not sure if it's this one or 165 is his first full appearance. So that's a key issue. Maybe, high enough grades should have gone to CGC. And as I've told you before, if you don't know, if this is your first video, our big books, anything we expect to sell for over $1,000, we send those off to CGC. They're graded, they're slabbed, and those are sold at a site called comiclink.com. What we're looking at here is going to be all books that we would expect to sell for between $10 and $100. And these are graded by myself, and they will be sold on eBay. Again, the seller name is .com Comics. And if you see anything in here that you're like, hey, I don't think you're going to get $10 for that, let me know in the comments below. Because what we do, I will often pull a book from here. They should be already pre-sorted, but occasionally I will pull a book. And I'm not calling out the Thor issue numbers here. You can see them as easily as I can. Occasionally I will pull a book and then pair it with some other books as much as need be to create a multi-book lot that we think will sell for $10. So these particular issues here, 159, 156, these white covers are fairly hard to get in high grade because the white kind of browns up. And this era, I find, I've told you this before, but let's look at the back, see if it bears out. Yeah. And this one's not as bad as a lot, but the Marvels from this period and through the whole Silver Age, really, they tend to brown up on the back cover and the inside covers where it has contact with the newsprint. Much more so, I find, than the concurrent DC books. But Marvel and Charlton both tend to brown up pretty quick. So there's some Mangog for you. Let's see what we got next. And we are continuing the theme of the Bronze Age Marvels. And we've got Daredevil 111 with Shanna the She-Devil. And look, she's not just co-starring, she's getting some logo treatment here as well. And it looks like after Black Widow, maybe they tried Shanna for a little bit. Nope, Black Widow's back. Oh no, we're going backwards. 108. There she is. And here's 107, where she was actually kind of like Captain America and the Falcon. For a while, it was Daredevil and the Black Widow. It was kind of like a co-featured book. 106. 105, that's Moondragon, I believe. Here's a little earlier, number 34. We saw the Beatles just a moment ago, but here he is again. Did I say Beatles plural? No, that's not John, Paul, George, or Ringo in there. That's Beatles singular. One Beatle. Number 28. 27, some Stiltman action. Love the Stiltman. Kind of a clip art cover though. More Stiltman. Love the Stiltman. Oh God, I hope and pray that in the new Spider-Man movie we see a little Stiltman action. You know, just like a cameo at the beginning or the end would be great. And they got to have Stiltman in the next Daredevil movie. Here's 24. So we missed number 25. In between 24 and 26 comes 25. You figured that out. But 25 is the first appearance of the Leapfrog and also the first appearance of the Mike Murdock persona who has figured into the books recently. Here's another number 24. Oh, these bags are awful. They're sticky and they're gummy. Remember, kids, every 5 to 7 years or so, you want to change your bags, especially these polypropylene bags. That's why a lot of my collection, I don't even have in bags and boards. I just have them in the acid-free boxes and let them breathe. You know, I don't have to worry about anything sticking to them because they're in they're in the boxes. They're tucked away. Nobody's going to touch them. Is number 22. And I don't feel like really, unless, you know, the books are being handled, you know, if you're actively selling them or whatever, I don't really think they even need to be in bags and boards. Maybe your more expensive books should be in some kind of archival bag, you know, a Mylar. But Mylar's expensive, you know, with acid-free backing boards and the rice paper to kind of suck out some of the chemicals that the paper gives off as it ages, help preserve it that way. But just regular run-of-the-mill books, I don't even know that you really even need bags and boards. Number 19, we're getting fairly early here. Oh God, these are so sticky. Spider-Man. That's kind of a clue that maybe maybe Daredevil wasn't selling that well, so a little Spider-Man cameo to help out. And this has a clip art feel. I bet you somewhere in this book there's that exact pose. I wouldn't be surprised. Here's the Ox, and men shall call him Ox. Inigo. Sorry, I had a Princess Bride flashback there. Here is number 14. This is another issue that you'll remember the Mexican Spider-Mans that we looked at a fair while ago now, actually. But this is one of the issues that was swiped on pretty heavily. A lot of poses, and this particular character actually were taken for one of those issues. Here's Kazar. However you want to say it. I say Kazar, but I have heard people say Kazar. Sounds weird to me, but there you go. Oh, wow. Neat. I think they're all dead now. He just died. But these the young, hip, happening kids of the late 60s are now old people, and now I believe also all dead people. But this is Mod Squad. What issue number is this? This is, if you don't know, this is number 8. There's a little bit of what it looks like inside. But the Mod Squad was a TV show, young detectives. It's like, it was like a 22 Jump Street. Although 22 Jump Street is pretty old now, too. Challenges of the Unknown. And some little bastard took a pen and traced out some of the letters and drew on the boat here. What number is this? Number 34. Strange Tales. There's some Neil Adams Dead Man. Number 208. Incredible Hulk. BL. Barry Livingston. I don't know. Oh, wow. Huh? Mandrake the Magician. Number 1. Cool. So for a brief shining moment, King Features, and they had been, the King properties had belonged to David McKay Publications during the Platinum and Golden Ages, and then I think went to Dell in the Silver Age, and for a brief shining moment, King Features published its own books, and I don't think any of the books lasted very long, like 4 or 5 issues. But here is the King Comics version of Mandrake number 1. And I got to tell you, honestly, if I hit the lottery and could afford to start my own comic book company, in addition to licensing the Sid and Marty Krofft characters, I'd license a lot of the Krofft characters as well. I think those could be made to work. I mean, who doesn't like a magician, you know? With ray guns and girls in short skirts and go-go boots and giant African manservants. Okay, the last one maybe, I don't know. Wonder Woman with the cheetah, number 160. That'll do well. That will do well. And I always like how these little monkeys on this cover have a very Shemp Mo Howard look to them. I think we've got. Is that? Oh no, it's 2 books. 2 books in this one bag. Well, let's take a look and see what the other one is. There's no tape. Let's see what the other one is. Is it 2 of the same issue or 2 different issues? What do you think? It is 2 different issues. And ooh, look, go-go checks. Oh, I love go-go checks. Love the DC go-go checks with the mummy. A lady mummy. The Curse of Cleopatra. That's cool. I want to read that. Surprise! Golden Age villain surprise package. I don't need no Golden Age villain showing me his package. That would be a surprise. Here we go. Here's Wonder Woman displaying her little-known super leapfrog power against Mr. Blizzard. That's obviously a Mr. Freeze ripoff. And we got 2 books in here as well. Let's see what the other book is. This one's gonna be a pain to get into for some reason. Where's the flap? I can't even find the flap. Oh, here we go. So there's the Mr. Blizzard, and the next one is Headbutting a Train. Okay. Wow, and look at her face. Yeah, that would hurt. Silver Age Wonder Woman, gotta love it. So here is Marvel Superheroes. The first issue was a king-size special. That's a reprint series. An early Green Lantern, that's cool. Issue number 12. Very nice. Issue number 5 of Justice League of America. I like that. Susie! Oh, man, this spine is rough. This spine, oh, it's a complete spine split. Look at that. That's too bad. But that'll still do well. That's an Archie book. You don't remember Susie. You don't see much of Susie today. Why didn't you give me an idea that my pants were torn? I did. I dropped that idea in the suggestion box hours ago. Ha ha! He's got a very Mr. Weatherby look to him, doesn't he? Wartime romances. Oh my God. That's cool. Very cool. One love too many. Soldier bait. That has a very Don Heck look to it. Don Heck, John Romita. Who do you think did the art on this? Who is even the publisher of this? I don't see ANC. That's American News Company, so that's the distributor. Oh, you know what? I think this little heart up here, this is a DC book maybe? DC had a heart logo for a while on its romance books. Maybe it's not, though. Let's take a look. Where does it say the publisher? I don't see it. Wartime Romances, Volume 1, Number 3, November 1951. So I guess that would be the Korean War. Single copies 10 cents. Subscriptions, including postage, $1 for 12 issues. I bet this series didn't last 12 issues. Published monthly by St. John Publishing. So that is a St. John book. Feels a little thin. When I go to grade, I'll have to count the pages. Patsy and Hetty. That is Patsy Walker, who you know today as Hellcat at Marvel Comics. An old Atlas book, Marvel Atlas Comics. First Love. I think this is a Harvey book. Harvey. I want to suck your blood, blah, blah. Let's see. Who is this? Maybe it's another St. John book. No, it is a Harvey book. It is Harvey. Teen Tunes. Here's something I never heard of. What the hell is Teen Tunes? Howie Post. So it's got some nice art in it. Teen Tunes. Ooh, a little rough in the back. Somebody laughed so hard. This book was so funny, they coughed up chocolate milk through their nose. And it's all over the back of the book. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, this blank inside cover, dude, those look like bug chews, actually, those holes right there. The blank inside cover tells me this is probably a Canadian reprint. It might be a Bell syndicate. Oh, what's it say here in the back? It is Bell. Bell Features. So Bell was a Canadian publishing company, and I think they did some of their own books, but a lot of what they did was reprinting American books for the Canadian market. So I don't know if this could be all reprints of stuff from other titles. Robert Fashions. Not Robert. Robert. Yeah. You don't see many ads to buy dresses in comic books these days. I don't know why. Now this is weird. It's like they reprinted the ad but didn't fill in the coupon that you would need to send in to get whatever it is they're selling here. That's super strange. Huh. Learn American Judo. Apparently to Canadians, American Judo is something different than regular Judo. Kind of like the Brits talk about American football, and it's like, no, it's just football. You're playing soccer. Oh my God. Well, I'm going to have to look up more about that book. That's pretty neat. Teen Tunes number 19, and I bet you there's not a 1 through 18. That's probably one of those things where it picked up numbering in the middle of a run for some reason. And usually the reason was to avoid having a first issue. War Action. Now this one doesn't have an issue number, so maybe it is a first or an early issue. That looks like very Harvey Kurtzman on the cover, but it is a Marvel Atlas book. And War Action number 2. Number 2. Amazing Animals. So it's a funny animal book, obviously. I just think there's probably another Bell book. It is. It's another Bell publishing book. So blank inside covers. And a little heavier cover stock too than a usual comic book of this era. We've got some of it inside's black and white. Oh, that was Super Rabbit. Now, Super Rabbit, I believe, was a timely, i.e. Marvel Comics feature. So this could be reprinting some early timely stuff. We might even see something with Stan Lee's signature, maybe. Stan Lee would, even during the Golden Age, he would sign anything that he had anything to do with. Here's Quality Comics, Marmaduke Mouse, number 31. I'm not going to open that one up. That's in kind of rough shape. Land of the Lost Comics. Oh, cool. I was just talking about how I would purchase the rights to the Sid and Marty Krofft books, but this is an entirely different Land of the Lost. This is not dinosaurs. This is Undersea. Number 2. So there are at least 2 of these. It's an EC comic, an educational comic. So before Bill Gaines took over for his father, Max Gaines had an unfortunate boating accident and died young. Under Max Gaines, EC was educational comics. And under Bill Gaines, his son, the E became entertaining. It was entertaining comics. Because he wasn't trying to educate you. He was trying to thrill you with the horror and the crime and whatnot. That is so cool. Land of the Lost Comics number 2. That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Quite possibly. Wow. Wombi the Jungle Boy. Now I've heard of Bomba the Jungle Boy and Janu the Jungle Boy. I don't know that I've ever heard of Wambi the Jungle Boy. Who is this? Oh, Fiction House. Oh, wow. So Fiction House, you know, from Jungle Comics and Jumbo Comics and what else? Rangers Comics, Wings Comics, all of those types of things. Haru Hai. Do not kill this thief, my friends. The curse of the jungle jewels is on him. Haru Hai, Mountain of Mystery. No, that's something else. Leave It to Binky. This is DC Comics, number 24. Oh, Binky, you can't tell your girlfriend's hand from a monkey paw? Man, oh man. Oh, Frankenstein. This is cool. This is Ogden Whitney, I believe, did this version of Frankenstein. I think it's Ogden Whitney. I think that's who this is. This is volume 3, number 5, but on the cover it says number 21. That's super cool. Holy crap. This is like the best box we've ever done, just about. Oh, Buccaneer. Now, Buccaneer IW, so that is Israel Waldman. So the story with him is he purchased a printing press, and somehow in the deal he got a bunch of old plates that had been used to print comic books. And so because he had those plates, ownership being 9/10 of the law, he published a bunch of comic books using those plates, and didn't have the rights to do it, just did it. So this is Buccaneers number, and his were all like, well, this one doesn't even have an issue number. But they would be like issue 16, 17, and 18. They were all like 3 issues or something like that. Oh, see, here, number 8. There probably was no 1 through 7. You probably did like 3 issues, 8, 9, and 10 or something like that. And again, that was part of that philosophy of back in the day trying to avoid doing a first issue if you could, because distributors would shy away from a first issue, something untested. You know, they wanted something proven sales-wise on their stands. So this Buccaneer would be all printed from something else, some other company, and in some cases, a lot of them were the early Marvel Timely books. But Black Roger, cool. So this is all unauthorized reprints. Kid Colt Outlaw, that's a Marvel book. Blazing Adventures of the Wild West, number 19. Good water. Not with a dead man's hand in it. It's probably not good for long. That's Joe Manley. Now, Joe Manley got hit by a train. Max Gaines fell out of a boat. It was a hard job being a comic book professional back in the 40s and 50s. Journey into Unknown Worlds. The House That Wasn't. And who is this? I think this is a Marvel book. I'm pretty sure this is a Marvel Timely, before he started putting the Atlas logo on the books. Here's the Atlas logo. Spellbound number 6. Movie Love. With Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin on the cover. What are they trying to say about Jerry and Dean? Maybe that combo was a little closer than we ever knew. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. I wonder if this is a Fumetti book. Because this here, Fumetti is a comic book done with pictures. They took picture stills and paste in word balloons and stuff like that. No, it's all actually drawn. It's actually, that's the exact same dress ad. No, it's a different dress ad. Look, even dress patterns you could buy. Oh. Well, I guess Dean does have the girl there. Or maybe she's just his beard. I don't know. That's so funny. Movie Love, and there's two guys laughing and smiling. Cartoon Funnies. That's I believe that's a Marvel book. Canadian edition, so this is a Bell book, actually. Spine's a little rough. Spine's a lot rough, actually. Wow. Ugh. But yeah, that's another Bell book. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 2. It looks like we're back into the Marvel books. Oh, God, it's so stuck together. Ugh. There's a great Steranko cover. This might be the greatest Steranko cover ever. I don't know. What's your nomination? I hope you can see that. There's not too much glare on it. Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. Ghost Rider number 2. There you go. Shake Hands with Satan. Oh my. Oh my. I should probably cut this video in two, but what the heck? We've had some short videos lately, so let's just press on. Let's just go right through this whole box. So here's Marvel Spotlight on Moon Knight, number 29. 28 was his first solo appearance, so here's his second solo. There's his second solo 3 times. Marvel Spotlight number 8, so that's a very early Ghost Rider. He first appeared in Marvel Spotlight number 5. Marvel Spotlight number 11. There's that same witch woman we saw on issue 2. Here's 7. So that is only Ghost Rider's 3rd appearance. Number 10. Number 9. Here he is in his own title. Ghost Rider number 5. He looks a little big for that bike. It looks like he's riding a little scooter. And you could tell that some artists had no idea what a motorcycle looked like. They were not exactly using photo reference. Here's number 3. Ooh, Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, number 1. That's the first appearance of Luke Cage. Some water damage down here at the bottom. That's unfortunate. But otherwise, that would have gone to CGC, so thanks for the water damage. You get to see it. Marvel presents Bloodstone. And he just appeared in the first 2 issues, I think. Kind of a globe-trotting Doc Savage style kind of monster hunter. And then his daughter had a 4-issue series back in the early-ish 2000s. And that was a good series. I was surprised that didn't last. But anyway. Marvel Spotlight number 4, Werewolf by Night. I think that's just the 3rd appearance of Werewolf by Night. I think his first appearance was Marvel Spotlight number 2. Hulk action featuring the Glob. Kind of a sort of a man thing, swamp thing, heap kind of a character. Kill him, kill the Hulk. Kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit. Maximus the Mad. He's Mad Max. Versus Submariner. Little Lady Dorma, damsel in distress action here. Alright, moving on. Picking up speed. World's End with the leader. Oh, we're back to these sticky bags. The Eve of Annihilation. Luckily, they have backing boards, so sometimes when the bags stick and there are no boards, it's hard to get them apart without bending the book. But 115. There's some Sandman and some. Oh hell! Why am I drawing a blank on his name? I want to say Ming the Merciless, and I know that's not right. Oh, what is his name? Oh shoot, I know it. There's Sandman. Because Ming popped into my head. Now I can't think of his name, and I think it does start with an M. Oh, the 10 Rings. Shang-Chi. Oh man, I can't believe it. What is his name? Say my name. 146. Dr. Doom. Still 15 cents. Price inked out on this one. Mandarin. That's it. I did it. That's some very Kirby looking Chicky-Boo right there. Jane Foster, Strange Tales, featuring Warlock. I believe this is the first issue with Warlock. Black Panther number 1. Some more Kirby art. And we're down to the last stack. This is the last little stack in this box. Swamp Thing number 1. That's nice. That was worth waiting for. A nice Bernie Wrightston cover. 1972. Marvel Premiere number 2. The Power of Warlock. Here's another number 2. Oh! Cool! Cool, yeah. Cool. Is this number 1? HR Puffin stuff? Number 1! Oh, I want that. It's in nice shape, too. I don't know. It's got the price blacked out, and I don't know what that line's all about, but talking about Sid and Marty Krofft, look at that. There's Witchy Poo. She just died like a month ago. She was in her 90s. Billy Hayes was her name. And Jimmy, what the hell was his name? He died quite a while ago, actually. They really can't figure out his hairstyle in here. This is sweet. This is sweet. Well, when that book goes up, you might find yourself bidding against me. I want that. There's Howard the Duck number 1. We looked at a nice long run of Howard the Ducks in a recent unboxing, and I threatened to do a full run review of Howard. I may do that in the future. And now we've got a number 1 to go with it. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5. Oh my God, 6. 7 Howard the Duck's number 1s. Wow. Yeah, and Howard the Duck was something it was like one of the first really big speculator books. Shazam #1, about the same time period at DC, a little earlier maybe. And then Howard the Duck #1. Even before comic shops were really a thing as far as new issues. There was a lot of fan speculation on this book. And so it's pretty easy to find a copy in high grade because a lot of them sold and never went to readers. They were hoarded. And there's Marvel Premiere #15. Is that the first Iron Fist? I think it is. I think that is the first appearance of Iron Fist. Wow. I'm surprised that didn't go to CGC. But that's it. That's everything that was in that box. I hope you had fun looking at that. By golly, I sure did. That was a good time. I'm looking forward to grading some of those. But anyway, until the next box, we'll look forward to seeing you then. And until then, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.